Sunny skies are in abundance at I 106. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. We're happy to have you on this beautiful day. What is going on in your neighborhood? We want to find out. Let us know on social media. Let us know what you're doing as of late. Good news, great news, and amazing news. Of course, a lot of great things happening in the world. We want to know about it, including some pretty cool space news. Jesse's got the latest over there. Jesse, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I just recently found out that Richard, no, what's it? I'm thinking of Richard Branson. That was like a week or two ago, but Jeffrey Bezos is supposed to be shot into space today. Actually, I believe it already happened. I don't know too much about it, but I know him and three others are aboard the Blue Shepard. I think that's what it's called, right? Or is it called the Blue Origin?
Good question. Good question. I think it's called the Blue Origin.
Okay, Blue Origin. Yeah. So hope I don't know. I'm curious on how this will open up for space travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it gonna be like more affordable for people, or like, is it gonna be only for the rich? But I figure let them experiment going into space, and then once it's easier, let everyone else go. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. Because I think within like the next 3 years, it would probably be something to kind of check out. Although, like, for what reason, right? Like, is it more of like a fun adventure? Is it something? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted to go into outer space as a kid, right? Like, I wanted to be an astronaut. I don't know how many adults out there at some point maybe considered wanting to be an astronaut. And then I think I saw a show or a movie where it took a lot to be an astronaut. And I said, that's not for me. It was just something. It was like there's a lot of training, but to be able to just go up like him and like others, he wasn't the only one, by the way, which is kind of cool. And granted, he has a lot of money, and I think this is technically a historic flight, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I want to say it's historic, but I believe Richard Branson did it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But you know what? Even is it still a race? Is it just a race, or just people just trying to get into space? What do they know that we don't?
Yeah, right. I know. Like, I think when they were selling, like, I think what was it, like outer space, like moon, territory or something. I forgot where I saw that, but there you go. There's a fun family there. I love the little lady who's like, yay, I get to go to outer space. So that's kind of cool, right? According to this, Bezos says it was the best day ever after landing back on Earth. So he's already back on Earth. The milestone launch comes on the 52nd anniversary of Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's moon landing in 1969. I mean, when you think about, the time of then to now, that is pretty historic, right? Like, it's pretty cool to be able to just go up and then come back down and be okay with it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, how long would you want to stay in space?
Well, you know what? Honestly, that depends on how like cabin fever actually goes. Cause
That is true, because I can guarantee you, I'm probably gonna freak out. I'll be like, I gotta open the door. I need a fresh breath of air.
well, I think like there's a couple movies I don't ever want to see before that, which is there's one with Sandra Bullock, right? Which is Gravity. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
ever want to see that one. Like
Okay.
like in flight, there's some movies you just don't want to see going up into space, like space debris, taking out the space shuttle.
How
I don't
about
want
the
to see that stuff.
Apollo 13?
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to watch Apollo 13. Houston, we have a problem. There's some things that just need to not be on the flight. But according to this, Bezos, who holds the title of the richest man in the world per Bloomberg, has said the spaceflight will fulfill a lifelong dream, and he's also curious how it will change him. Now, the latest It reached an altitude of 65.8 miles above ground level. Blue Origin released some statistics. The crew capsule reached an altitude of about 347,563 feet, which is 65 miles above ground level. The maximum ascent velocity was about 2,233 miles per hour. In total, it was, get this, 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Now,
them just like on the outer edges of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess to get there. I'm not really sure which it is. Now, because I'm not sure if you went up and then, like, that's short than a fun ride, right? But I think it took that long to maybe get there, I would think. And I'm not sure how long they were in space. Sir Richard Branson, who flew to the edge of space on his own company, Virgin Galactic, sent well wishes to Bezos and his crew. I guarantee you these people grew up on Star Trek, right? Like Galactic and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to have like to grow up on something like that. I want to be like Star Trek or something like that.
The way they name theirs, right? Galactic and like, okay, that sounds like something from Star Trek or other. But the capsule landed back on Earth. Bezos was seen through the window, pumping his fist and giving a thumbs up. The Bezos brothers, Wally Funk and Oliver Damon, exited the capsule with huge smiles on their faces, were greeted with cheers and hugs. After an 10-minute journey, here it goes, it floated back down to the Earth via a parachute and touched down at approximately 9:23 a.m. So that's kind of cool, right? Like, I'm not sure if I would trust that parachute myself. I'd be like...
All I have to say is, from what I've seen, the Blue Origin and Richard Branson, what'd you call it?
Virgin Galactic.
Okay, yeah. So both of those are vastly different vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
The one that Richard Branson went off in is a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's more of like a plane and then launches off. Or the other one is an oddly shaped rocket. Yeah, I don't know if I want to share the pictures from that one, but which one is cooler? That's all I got to say. I'm going to go with Richard Branson.
Yeah, well, that's the one there. And you know what? I say more power to them. I think that the design is a bit interesting, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
I can make so many jokes about that, but I'd rather not right now on air.
But to go, look, I think personally, to go up and then come back down is kind of a waste of time. Can I just be a little bit of negative Nancy, man?
I agree. It's a waste of money.
It's
their money, they can waste it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the amount of like fuel jet to get up there. I mean, they call it a success, but I call it kind of a waste of time. Like, why don't you stay up there for like a good 3 days, and then come back down, right? Like, does that? Am I wrong on that? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Or maybe they're just trying to make it so that it's easier to get there.
Yeah.
Back, boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I understand. It's like, why be there for 10 minutes? I want to be there for a day or so.
Yeah, I don't understand the fascination of going up and then coming back down. Because I know like on certain flights they've done that to get like weightlessness, and I've seen that, and that's kind of cool. That's like where they go to very high and then they drop back down, right? But to go up and then come back down after 10 minutes, so I guess the total flight was 10 minutes. Is my point. I think that's just like there's VR 23-minute like Star Wars adventures I'd rather do than that. You know what I mean? Like to pay that much money to do that. But I guess if you got a lot of money to do it, why not, right? And at least it, you know, kind of like gives a good nod to where I think people want to go. But I would do at least a 3-day excursion. I think that's the only thing I would. Maybe, okay, I'm just going to be a little bit on that, okay? That's all I've got to say about that. Because that's a lot of jet fuel, man. And that's a lot of stuff being sent into our space here.
You know, I just want them to make like some type of not a secret, but like an underground moon base.
Oh. Well, you know that there's already talks about that.
Is there? Then I mean, they're already there.
Yeah, there's huge conspiracy theories about the moon. Already. So I don't know. Does anybody have information on that? We want to know. Call us at 951-922-3532. too. If you have information on that, we want to hear about it. But I know I've heard of that, and I go, I wonder if they would or have done that. Remember, there was a movie with Transformers where it was like the other side of the moon. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I remember.
So
I was gonna mention it, but I didn't want to.
yeah, other side of the moon. If you look it up, it's all on social media. Other side of the moon, and people go, well, what is on the other side? After all, it's only one side facing us. It doesn't rotate, right? What lies on the other side of the moon or inside the moon? People wonder. So there you go. Lots of questions. We have got no answers as of late. Big shout out to those at social media. Stephanie Reed says, hello. Happy editing this glorious sunshine day for today's awesome busy day ahead. Good to have you with us in social media. Kantia Wunderland from Switzerland tuning in. We appreciate you as well. Algenia Kirsten says, good morning. I am back on the grind. I'm wearing masks and advising others to protect others around them. I feel awesome. Taking those native and Asian teas helped a lot. Good job, because I think she was getting or feeling a little sick there. So we love our audience friends over there. Srihari is tuning in from Nepal. Hello, Srihari. Good to have you as well. Algenia says, I would love the passion to experience it, but I'd better be able to stay a weekend vacation. Great meals every day. Yeah, what about the in-flight, right? I mean, here's the cool thing about that. Being able to go up is exhilarating as it is, right? That's an adrenaline rush, right? Because you feel the G-forces taking off into space to get there. So I'm sure, if anything, that was an adventure. And then, of course, coming back down, I mean, it's probably better than but again, not for the money. I don't see it for the money, like, realistically. Like, how much does it cost to go up and come back down?
That's true. But you know what? If they have the money to burn on it, why not?
Why not burn it? So there you go. I don't want a bunch of people burning jet fuel into our atmosphere right now. I really don't. I feel like it's going to cause problems for us as you know what I mean? Like, once you have, again, there's got to be a purpose. It can't be a joyride, right? That's a lot of jet fuel in our atmosphere. But there you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, in other news, there's some other cool stuff as well. And LA County, mask mandate. Well, that didn't take long, Jesse. I think we predicted about 4 weeks ago. Did we not? Like, we
said it was going to come back. LA is always like that. So it's pretty much, thank God, I'm glad I don't go over there. So
yeah, but a new face covering mandate went into effect Saturday after a resurgence of the pandemic that has seen local case rates and hospitalizations skyrocket. Look at that. That's in tandem with the other skyrocketing Bezos thing. See that? The new rule requires everyone to wear masks in indoor public places, regardless of their vaccination status. The county reported 1,827 new COVID-19 and 11 additional deaths on Saturday, as health officials attributed the spike to the presence of the more infectious Delta variant and the intermingling of unmasked individuals where vaccination status is unknown. The test positivity rate was 3.7%. July 4th, it was near 1.5%. On June 15th, test positivity was near 0.5%. The number of people hospitalized due to the virus jumped from 462 on Friday to 507, while the number of those patients in ICU remained at 103. The latest figures from throughout the pandemic are 1,266,227 cases and 24,579 fatalities. That's just in the LA County Department of Public Health. According to County Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer, said, quote, given the increased intermingling among unmasked people where vaccination status is unknown, the millions of people still unvaccinated, and the increased circulation of the highly transmissible Delta variant, we're seeing a rapid increase in COVID-19 infection. The level of COVID-19 transmission we're experiencing is now leading to significant increases in serious illness and hospitalizations, and requires us to take immediate action to prevent erosion of our recovery efforts. Now, this is something, a very interesting conversation on this, because I think we've heard from Barbara Ferrer before, and she's kind of was like back and forth on this stuff. But this is the latest. It says, while vaccinations are by far the most powerful tool we have, we are nowhere near herd immunity. Remember, people were talking about that as of late last year. President Trump, right at the time. Oh, we're going to get herd immunity by so soon. According to this, while we continue efforts to increase vaccination coverage and build confidence in the vaccines, the simplest and most effective public health measure to add back is to require that everyone wear a mask in all indoor public places and businesses. For those of us already vaccinated, we have been required for the last couple of months to continue to wear masks in many other public places, including all public transit, all healthcare settings, schools, and daycare facilities. This was done in recognition that the vaccines, while extraordinarily effective, are not perfect. Yeah, about that. They're not. And we continue to have an obligation to reduce risk as much as possible. Not everyone is on board with the new mandate, and I say tough toenails. Seriously, people. Are we going to go back to that? Sheriff Alex Villanueva said his deputies will not actively enforce the mask wearing mandate, which I honestly say that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because when they were arresting people or putting people, you know what I mean? Like, I think I remember seeing an outdoor event and a guard was taking a mother away from her kids for not wearing a mask. This was late last year. It gets a little out of hand, but you can't lock everybody up for that, right? That makes no sense. But he said the requirement for vaccinating people to wear masks is not backed by science and contradicts the U.S. Centers for Disease. You know what? I say, shut up, Sheriff Alex Villanueva. If you don't want to lock people up for that, I get it. But you lock people up for stupider stuff. And when I say that, I mean there's homeless people that get taken away for having a shopping cart. I've met homeless people like that say, yeah, I was taken into prison the other day because I had my shopping cart, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
What?
Yeah, and that was in Montebello, by the way, where I met a homeless man, which I helped out for a couple days. But my point is this: focus on stuff that matters, keep people safe. And I don't care what the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say. They're gonna end up probably within the next 2 weeks following suit. They're always behind. So I say, let's take care of our friends and our family here, and let's just say, hey, Mr. Sheriff Alex Villanueva, if you got coronavirus, I'm pretty sure you're gonna wear a face mask, and I'm pretty sure your sheriffs and LAPD and others are gonna want to continue to wear those because they gotta meet up with people that have this coronavirus. The Delta variant is here. We've talked about it for the last 6 weeks and more. You brought it up with India, to be honest. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, months ago, I think about a month or so ago.
Yeah, about maybe a couple months. Yeah, 2 to 3 months ago. Because India was spiking significantly, and we were like, what's causing all these pyres? Remember, you were talking about the fire pyres and all those, and it was like, what's causing this? And then it slowly made its way here to the U.S. So they may call it the Delta variant, but don't forget, this is the same one that already wreaked havoc in India. If you look at India's numbers, it left a lot of hospitals in terrible condition, worse than the first 8 variants. I think this is like number 13 or maybe 13 or 14. It might be a variant of that, but there you go. But there's other variants. Okay, there's the Gamma, there's the Delta, there's the Alpha Pi. I don't know. They chose. I don't know why they choose those, but whatever. So there you go. All right, we're gonna take a quick break here on the morning show. We got more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120
Tonight,
West
we are also
Redlands
learning new
Boulevard in
details
Redlands.
about a rare
The
viral
$3.99
infection
Overstock
that has landed
sale
a
is
Dallas
on
man in the
now.
hospital now. It's
$3.99
believed
for
to
a
be the
foam
first case
encased
of
queen
monkeypox
pillow top set.
ever
Mattress
in a
Brothers
Texas
also has
residence. So
locations
what
in
is it?
Hammett,
What's it all about?
Riverside,
With
and
guests
Palm
in the
Desert.
CBS
The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
Attention homeowners, spending more time around your house means you're putting more stress on major appliances that keep your home running. Like many Americans, a major breakdown could be very costly during these uncertain times. AC unit goes, that's $4,500. Water heater breaks, $1,500. When you own a home, it's always something. If you have a home warranty, those repairs could cost you nothing. A Home Service Club warranty pays for the repair or replacement of your home appliances and systems when they break down, even from normal wear and tear. For about $1 a day, you can cover your home appliances and systems. It's not a question of if they'll break down, it's when. If you call now, you'll get your first month free and $75 off your first year. Make home appliance repairs one less thing to worry about. Call 800-274-4679 now for your free quote, free first month, and $75 off your first year. 800-274-4679 now. That's 800-274-4679. Again, 800-274-4679.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. And I'm looking up something that is becoming a situation in Dallas and evidently in Georgia or near that area. Algenia Kierson, who's in social media, says, the monkeypox is here. We better wear our mask. And I'm not going to lie, Jesse. I actually thought monkeypox was like she was referring to COVID because it sounds weird, right? And then she says, friends in Singapore say it's serious. Now, I will say this: in North Texas, it's a real thing. Monkeypox, don't laugh at it. It's a real thing, Jesse.
Wait. Okay, I thought Algenia was calling the coronavirus the monkeypox.
So did I. No, she's right. She's 100% correct. This just came out.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. Now we got monkeypox. Great. The Dallas County Health and Human Services said the resident, who was not identified, traveled from Nigeria to Dallas and arrived at Dallas Love Field Airport on July 9th, 2021. The resident is currently being treated at a hospital is in stable condition. The department said the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working with the airline and other health officials to determine if there was any contact between resident and other passengers. Now, monkeypox, if you don't know of it, is an infectious disease that can be spread through contact, through respiratory droplets. The disease can spread between human and animal contact. Health officials believe the risk of spread through respiratory droplets on the flight was low due to passengers being required to wear face masks amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank God, right? Another reason you want to wear a face mask, in cooped up places. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins says, while rare, the case is not a reason for alarm. We do not expect any threat to the general public. Dallas County Health and Human Services, working closely with local providers, says we've been working closely with the CDC and DSHS and have conducted interviews with the patient. In other words, they're at the beginning stages of this, but monkeypox is a thing. Now, she said, and her friends in Singapore, right, say it's a big thing, and she's actually right about it. It's something that does not look good. It belongs to the same family of viruses as smallpox, by the way, and it could create very interesting bumps on your body, which does not look good.
Don't show pictures. Please don't show pictures.
It honestly, it reminds me, and I hate to say this, and maybe I shouldn't. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to say this. But like if Job had something like this, it would be similar to that. Does that make sense? Because it looks like a weird version of, say it, like bumps that you would think maybe was a skin rash. And I think if anything, people need to know about it at least. That way, if they had it, they know, what it was. Does that make sense?
And I Googled it, so you can go ahead and send the picture. I can't get that image out of my head now.
I know. There it is. So if you have that, the first case of monkeypox in humans was recorded in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it was, again, although rare, detected in Texas from Nigeria. It belongs to the same family. It spreads from person to person via respiratory droplets. Has a higher fatality rate than smallpox has a higher fatality rate than monkeypox. That's the good news. Monkeypox was first discovered in 1958 when 2 outbreaks of a pox-like disease were recorded in colonies of monkeys kept for research. The first case was recorded in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Scientists have discovered 2 distinct genetic groups of monkeypox virus, Central African and West African. The most recent case in the U.S. has been infected by including Nigeria, parts of West Africa too. The United Kingdom, Israel, and Singapore have recorded cases of monkeypox in 6 passengers, all of whom were returning from Nigeria. You okay there, Jesse?
I'm blocking out that picture. I can't get it out of my head now.
I know. That's not fun at all. Okay, at least we know about it. That's number 1. Number 2, this is one of many, right? There's so many different problems that we have to fix around the world. And number 3, this happened after and or during a flight. Who knows? But if that person was on your flight and you weren't wearing a face mask, do you think you'd be in worse condition or in good condition? Which is it?
I want to say worse condition. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There are no words. I thought this was a joke, and now I'm haunted.
Me too. When she said monkeypox, I just thought, are you calling
I'm like, is that a new term for it? That's kind of weird.
But I will say, Algenia, thank you for getting us smarter for it. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's what you were seeing are macules and papules. It can consist of itchy spots that may either be flat or raised. It often impacts the torso, by the way. Then you have a rash with blisters. The type of COVID-19 rash can appear with blisters. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about COVID rashes as well. See, COVID rashes could cause that too. Have you heard of that? Yeah. So it might be similar and or the same. Who knows? Once they figure it out. Because I'm looking at COVID-19 rashes and what they've been seeing. It says, while some infectious diseases such as chickenpox and measles cause a very distinctive rash, a rash due to COVID-19 can take many forms. Rash with blisters, it can may look similar to chickenpox. Lace-like pattern, if you have rashes that can have rings of skin discoloration that form a lace or net-like pattern, it typically affects the legs. Pinpoint spots, the type of COVID-19 rash consists of dark pinpoint spots. The legs are commonly impacted areas. And toe rash, also referred to as COVID toes, a type of rash causes discolored patches and swelling of one or more toes. The affected area may be painful, itchy, or have a burning sensation. Toe rashes appear to be more common in young adults. So look, my point is this. Wear a face mask, be careful, be safe, and remember, we're not over it just yet. We're in a world pandemic for a reason. So don't buy into the whole, oh, it's fake, oh, it's not real. Let's stay out of the hospitals. If at all possible. And if we start seeing these signs, then of course we do the right thing and go get the medical treatment that we need ahead of time. All right, people, we're going to take a quick little break here on the morning show. Be right back with more right after these messages.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
The Beljanski Foundation offers you the scientific approach to healing used successfully by Francois Mitterrand, the former president of France. The Beljanski Foundation offers you non-toxic, scientifically supported methods to regain your health. Visit the Beljanski Foundation website, www.beljanski.org. You'll be glad you did. That's www.beljanski.org. The Beljanski Foundation. The information is essential. The Beljanski Foundation. www.beljanski.org. The Beljanski Method, now in America. www.beljanski.org.
The staff and families at Custom Care Solutions Caregivers take this time out to recognize and salute the Palm Desert men and women in uniform, standing tall for our political and economic freedoms around the world. Let's always remember them in our thoughts and prayers. Their efforts abroad and our support have kept America strong. That message was courtesy of your good friends at Custom Care Solutions Caregivers, 42201 Beacon Hill in Palm Desert. They're always working to keep our community moving in a positive direction.
Top Line Industrial Supply, your destination for industrial tools and supplies. We make hoses while you wait, hydraulic, air, water, and custom brake lines. Take advantage of our large selection of fasteners from grade 5 to grade F911 and a full line of stainless steel bolts. Our no-cost outside shop service keeps you stocked at no extra charge. Come by one of our 2 convenient locations in Beaumont and Temecula and visit top-lineindustrial.com. At Top Line Industrial, we don't just sell products. We sell solutions.
A show where you can actually have all of your legal questions answered for free by a law firm with 40 years experience? Are you kidding me? What could be better than that? That's the WK Law Power Hour, 1490 KMET, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Get your legal questions answered, great guests, watch or listen. You won't regret it. We look forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, joined by Mr. Jesse Sanchez, finding the latest out in the world, including would you fly to outer space and then come back down after 10 minutes? I say no. Stay
If somebody paid for me, I would, but I would not waste my money on that. To be honest, there's 1,000 more things I would rather waste my money on.
Yeah, me too, including magic cards, right? Or some fun.
Yeah, okay, that's one, but I would do more in trying to help the world instead of, trying to launch into space. But that's just me.
I like what you're saying about that. I do kind of agree with that. Look, I will say, for it being more of like a historic ride, I say, okay, cool. I guarantee he's going to invest in it, I'm sure. But at the same time, I don't want that to be a normal thing. Now, I can see, and I know there's like a very fast jet, which is coming out quite soon. And it's like, do you remember the Concorde? But they like went ahead and got rid of the Concorde.
Yes, I remember the Concorde. I also remember the accidents that caused it to shut down.
Oh, I forgot about the accidents. That's right.
I did not. I've seen the videos, and I just pray that it ended their lives quick, because that was horrifying.
Ooh, that's right. I forgot about that. But yeah, there are newer and safer ways of flying, which are coming out. But there are some pretty cool stuff which are making travel pretty cool. The Boom Supersonic. United Airlines wants planes from Boom Supersonic to fly passengers faster than the speed of sound. Now, okay, again, this is on space.com's website. Okay, now it looks pretty cool though. But since we're talking about like travel and air travel and all that, we might as well kind of include it as like a thing to do, right? Like if I could get somewhere faster and I needed to, would I want to pay the money? I don't know. But there's people that have this type of money to, spend, right? And for some people, it's kind of important to do that, right?
right? Especially if you're on a 14 or 16-hour flight and you can cut that to 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely spend the money if I had it. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God, is that what it looks like?
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
I know, right? It's fast. Let's see. United Airlines plans to add faster speeds to its passenger airliner within the decade, after agreeing in principle to buy aircraft from Boom Supersonic. The American air service giant said it has entered a commercial agreement with Boom to buy 15 Overture aircraft capable of flying faster than the speed of sound, as long as the new aircraft meets safety, operating, and environmental sustainability requirements. That's according to United. Another 35 aircraft might be purchased. No financial details were disclosed. Mike Leskinen, who's United's head of corporate development, said this is an order, but to call it a firm order is inaccurate. That they have to deliver. We've got a number of years to deliver on that. We're going to work closely with them to help. Boom has, according to this, not yet tested a supersonic jet in flight, although in October 2020 it promised it would fly its test XB-1 jet in 2021. Once developed, Overture will send passengers from Paris to Montreal in, get this, 3 hours 45 minutes, about half the current metric of 7 hours and 15 minutes. That alone is pretty good reason to fly quick and fast, right? And that goes pretty high and then comes back down in such a way. And I mean, it looks pretty amazing. And I say, you know what? As long as you could do so safely, then I say go for it, right?
Right? Because I always enjoyed the thought of the Concorde, because I'm like, oh,
Me too.
It's going to be normal flying and all that, but it's just, I don't know, after seeing those takeoffs and anything can go wrong, especially at that speed, you're done no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. So I say, let's see, when is the next one coming up? Let's see. The ultimate goal is to create an airplane that will fly Mach 2.2 or 2.2 times the speed of sound. XB-1 is an important milestone towards the development of the commercial airliner Overture, and it makes sustainable supersonic flight mainstream and fostering human connection, according to that. So it looks pretty cool. On their website, they've got information there. It's boomsupersonic.com. And this jet looks like, I think, something from like X-Men, which I will say...
That's exactly what I was going to say. It looks like one of the X-Jets or something.
It does. Check that out. There it is.
That is cool.
And, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I could see what the video looks like there. Overture, the world's largest or fastest airliner. There it is. So let's see. Push play. Go press play. Why are you not pushing play? Oh, there we go. There's the video. And there it is. Boom. Supersonic is here. Overture, the world's fastest airliner. From DC to Paris in under 4 hours. LA to Seoul, Korea in under 7 hours. San Francisco to Tokyo in 6 hours. Faster travel, 2 times the speed, 500 routes, arrive in half the time, greater access to the world, deeper human connection, unlimited possibilities, the next generation of supersonic travel. Oh man, the inside looks amazing, right? Talk about comfort.
Oh wow, okay, all I have to say is, what's the price for the seatings?
I don't know, man, but I want to fly on that. You see, because at least I get to go somewhere, right? I'd be like, now that. See, Algenia says, yes, sir, that has my name on it. So, and now that is worth it to me, right? And you could do so safely. I say, sign me up for that. So, boomsupersonic.com. You can check all that out there. It's a pretty cool stuff. I will say, being able to cut down. I don't know what the price is though for some of these things. I'm looking at some of the.
Like, I'm just estimating since it's look at that. That looks amazing.
I know.
You're not just stuck in there like rats in a cage.
That's it. I just love the little section of just like awesomeness, right? You get your own area.
Okay, so if they need people like to test these things out, you know, I'll bite the bullet. I'll sit down and enjoy that.
Seriously, we need a PR event for this, right?
Oh,
so
I can guarantee I'll be scared, but
these are things to look forward to. See, so this is the Boom United. Supersonic is here, joining the United fleet. And I'm telling you, up to 50 aircraft by United, it's something that makes you go boom. Cut flight time in half, destinations around the globe. So United's looking forward to this. I say, why not? I don't know what the cost is for this.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the cost. I mean,
100% sustainable. Did you see that? Net zero.
Yeah, so hopefully, if this is...
Wait, hold on. Let me go back to that. Designed for comfort, privacy, and productivity. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. I'm trying to get this right. 100% sustainable of aviation fuel. Okay. And net zero carbon flights. Oh, they've done that. They went next level with that. I don't know how they've done it, but I say congratulations. 60,000 feet. You see that?
See, if they can make this for the general public, more people would be flying.
Exactly. So I say, good job. I need to fly it. We need to fly it. And we need to know more about it. And we're going to say, United, get us on that flight. To and from. I've always wanted to go to, like, let's see, Hong Kong. And do so that fast, I say. Because you know what? Being in a plane or do a connecting flight is a ridiculous amount of just no. Right? I don't know how much, let's see. Let's see. I'm finding these things are pretty cool. Oh, here we go. It's a net zero carbon. They're the first commercial aircraft to incorporate sustainability from day one. They extend from how they design and test their aircraft to how they operate their production facility and aircraft recycling. It's an exciting time to be alive. I'm telling you, there's some pretty cool stuff with that.
Right, I'm more excited about this than Jeff Bezos going off into space in his little man rocket.
I'm just saying, right? So they're doing it right. Zero overland noise impacts. And then for noise-sensitive communities in mind, they've anticipated noise rules. So, I think they hit supersonic high enough that it doesn't cause a problem for people to hear. Right, because when you hit supersonic, and then you break the sound barrier, it's a boom.
Like, I'm just wondering, like, when you're in the cabin, like, how much pressure is it going to put on your seat? You're like, are you going to be like, what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
Like, when a plane accelerates, you can feel it, and you're just pushed back into your seat.
Actually,
so I can only imagine what this thing is going to feel like.
I know, right? Imagine if they did it for like from California to Florida, like in, let's see, how long would it be? Let's see, if it's a normal hour is like 5. Yeah, 7%. I don't think it would have enough time to go up and come back down. I think it would have it would be like maybe let's see, in supersonic.
I want to say like an hour and a half.
Maybe 40 minutes or so. Yeah, 40 to maybe an hour and a half, depending. But I mean, even that would be kind of cool, right? I don't know if based on cost. I don't know. I don't know what the cost is. If anybody has that information, let us know. But there you go. So some pretty cool stuff. And more questions every day as to what's going to happen with that. But I say get excited for the future. Lots of cool stuff. A lot of smart people out there thinking of things, to A, make sure that the environment's safe, and B, to be able to connect people safely, which I can almost guarantee you're going to wear face masks. All right, we're going to take a quick break here on the morning show. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness, 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
Hello, listeners. Christopher here from The Christopher Show. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about CBD. Now, CBD is not approved by the FDA as of yet. Myself, as well as millions of other people across the USA, have used it with help for pain, anxiety, sleep, and other conditions. Now, you know, all CBD products are not equal. It really matters on where you get the CBD from. Now, I suggest you get it from a qualified pharmacist, and I happen to know of one. It's at Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California. They only carry pharmaceutical-grade CBD products of the highest quality. So if you want the best, you go to Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions. Their staff is there to help you with all your CBD, pharmacy, and mobility needs. They're located at 1680 East 6th Street in Beaumont, California. Give them a call, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California, 951-845-8252.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorolocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you for spending time with us. This is an interesting headline here coming off of Yahoo News. As many as 200 Americans have reported possible symptoms of Havana syndrome. Just, you probably have never heard of this, but...
No, please tell me there's not another disease or something, or there's something else.
Well, this is something entirely different, which I know, like, in the past, conspiracy theorists have kind of theorized about certain, like, things coming from, you know, certain government and or other things, but this is real.
Okay.
200 Americans have come forward to describe symptoms of directed energy attacks, part of a wave of fresh reports that includes newly identified incidents around the world. U.S. officials with knowledge of new potential cases of so-called Havana syndrome said a steady drumbeat of cables has been coming in from overseas posts reporting new incidents. Now, a recent and previously unreported incident in Berlin cut short at least one diplomat's term in Germany, U.S. officials and others briefed about the matter said. Another person who was briefed says it is global, but there seems to be an awful lot going on in Europe. Officials with direct knowledge said there are now possible cases on every continent except Antarctica. In the past year, officials said more than one American in the Central Asian country of Kyrgyzstan has experienced symptoms, including a baby. Half of the possible cases involve CIA officers or their relatives, two officials said, while almost 60 involved Defense Department employees or relatives and around 50 were linked to the State Department. A number of FBI agents and personnel, both current and former, have come forward after having experienced symptoms while overseas. In a statement in keeping with DOJ policy, the FBI can neither confirm nor deny the existence of specific investigations. They say they will direct to recent statements made by Director Wray in testimony before Congress, where he underscored the protection, health, and well-being of U.S. government personnel is the highest priority. Now, the question is, though, where are these microwaves coming from, right, Jesse? Like, are they coming from outer space? Are they coming from a satellite? What's going on?
That's a good question, and you have my mind peaked right now, so I'm just researching it right now. I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Former CIA officer Mark Polymeropoulos believes he was hit during a trip to Moscow in 2017, said what has happened is a mass casualty event. A team of medical and scientific experts who studied the symptoms of as many as 40 State Department and government employees concluded that nothing like them had previously been documented in medical literature. Many reported hearing a loud sound and feeling pressure in their heads, and then they experienced dizziness and unsteady gait and visual disturbances. Many suffered long-standing debilitating effects. CIA spokespersons, and you know when you deal with government and CIA people, that's a pretty big thing, right? He says Director Burns is personally engaged with personnel affected by anomalous health incidents and is highly committed to their care and to determining the cause of these incidents. Now, NBC has reported on this as of late. This sounds like something fake, but it's actually something quite real. An intelligence official said the intelligence community has convened a panel of experts from across the U.S. government and private sector to work collectively to increase understanding of possible mechanisms that are causing these anomalous health incidents. I say it's from a satellite in outer space, sending down microwaves, possibly pinpointing, right? Maybe somebody hacked them and or accessed them inappropriately.
Oh my God, this whole theory is actually quite crazy. But I'm gonna have to dive deeper into this later when I get home.
Yeah, I will say this, that the government needs to figure this out. Otherwise, we're going to get blamed for it, right? If they don't get ahead of this and figure out which device is actually sending out microwave waves to people, because there are satellites that can do that, which maybe even radiology is a thing, right? Like radiology or microwaves, they usually receive microwaves from space, but if maybe they could determine microwaves from outside our atmosphere, right? But if you have one beaming onto the planet's surface, I mean, it's not impossible to do that. So, again, this is a real headline. I as many as 200 Americans affected as well. So when you have Americans and Europeans and other people start having this and it's actually documented, that's something that, again, people are really trying to figure out what's going on. So as much as I would say that's a conspiracy theory, it's not.
This is the headline on CNN. Austria probes reports of Havana syndrome among U.S. diplomats in Vienna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. So so they better get ahead of that rather than behind it, because that thing could get really out of hand. If you have the wrong people beaming bad stuff to people, which again, I've heard of this happening, by the way, but I thought it was actually not real. I'll be honest. But there you go. There's proof. It's right there. All right, people. Again, what have we learned? Be safe. Evidently put barriers on the outside so that they cannot beam microwave technology onto you, and then some. All right, people. We got a great place to be. It is right here on the morning show tomorrow. Join us here. We'll be here. Be safe, everyone. And wear your face mask. Not only is it mandated, it's just safer. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.